In this video, I'm going to be talking about my new PMP exam simulator. Okay guys, so most of you, or I should say a lot of you, have probably been waiting for quite a while for me to release my new PMP simulator, and here it is. Today is the day. So if you want to get my PMP simulator, check out this domain below. Check out this URL somewhere around here, maybe in this box over here, or at least in the description below. We'll have tiaexams.com. Okay, that's Tom India Apple, tiaexams.com is the domain. You guys can go and check that out, and you can get the PMP simulator. Now, the price is just an introductory price. That price will be going up real fast, real soon. So if you're watching this video, go check out the price. Make sure to get the simulator. We'll be adding some more questions to it a little bit later. We will be adding more questions to it later. Now, in this video, I want to explain to you what took so long for me to bring this out, what makes it so unique, and why I decided to create my own simulator. So I'm going to try to keep this one nice and short because you guys probably already left the video and you're probably already in that domain now, probably buying it. Or at least I hope so. Okay, so let's talk simulator. So this particular exam simulator is something that I've been working on for months, maybe about five months or so. I have spoken to so many people that have taken this exam and have passed this exam. You guys come to my live sessions here on Tuesday nights, and you guys see how many people pass with my mindset, my books, my video course, my live classes, and so on. Tons of people, thousands of people are passing. So when I made this simulator, I've done a lot of research. I spoke to a lot of students to make sure that my questions were good and they were somewhat structured like the real exam. At least they had the same difficulty as the exam. And that's what I try to do. Now, what I really want to tell you guys is what made it took so long. So yes, a lot of research went into it, but why? Well, what made it so unique? And there is something, I keep telling you guys, there was something on this exam, this simulator that was unique, and that is video-based explanations. Let me explain. So the exam is, the simulators are broken into groups of 60 questions. They're called mini mock exams. Because why? On the real exams, the real exam is broken into groups of 60 questions. So when you do the simulator, you're going to get a mock exam that's, let's say mock 1 is going to be 60 questions. You're going to do it, you end it, you get your result, it tells you how well you did. And then when you start reviewing it, you're going to notice that questions, whether you got it right or wrong, you're going to get a link to a video. When you click on that link, there's going to be a video explanation of me explaining that question, me showing you how to apply the mindset that I created to help you guys pass, how I'm going to apply the mindset to actually answer the question correct. Isn't that cool? Because you know why I did this? Because as I was doing these Tuesday night sessions with everyone, and I was doing these practice questions, I've read so many posts online where people say, oh, Andrew's YouTube sessions, you got to watch him review the questions. This helped me pass. I've had so many comments in the descriptions under the videos where people say, oh, these reviewing the questions is what got me over the board. They passed. It was the recent one I read today. Somebody said they've been studying, but after watching me go over the questions, they were able to utilize those methods and pass. So as I'm talking right now, the first release of the simulator, there is close to 400 questions on it, and there are close to 400 videos. I recorded about 400 videos, and I put them with the questions. So every single question has a video explanation of me showing you how to apply the mindset to get it correct. If you do these questions and you go through all the videos, which I don't know if you guys will because it's a lot. It's a lot. If you watch these videos, you go through the question, watch the videos. By the time you get into the exam room, the mindset is going to be embedded into you. Like you're going to know it inside out. I'm pretty sure most of you are going to probably be able to answer those questions without probably even reading the question. Sounds like a crazy statement, but for the people that had demoed the product, a lot of them told me exactly that. Sounds crazy, and I'm hoping you guys get the same experience, and you guys are going to share your experience in the description, in the comments below, or as the time goes on and you join me in the live YouTube sessions. So that's what makes it unique. The video explanation of every single question. I'm going to show you why A is right or why B and C and D is wrong. I'm going to say the mindset says this is what you should do. This is how you're going to apply it. And I think that's super important and that's unique. I couldn't find really any other simulator that has this particular feature. Why? Because it takes a lot of work. It's a lot more work than maybe just writing a couple of sentences on why a choice is right and wrong. Because these videos were made, they were produced, I was in front of these bright lights like I am right now for a pretty long time. Okay, so that's what makes it unique. The videos, and I'm going to show you how to apply those mindsets in the videos. So by the time you're finished with this, you're going to ace that test. Now, one last thing I want to talk about in this video is why did I create the simulator? Why did I decide to make the simulator? Well, here's why. I got real tired of students getting unnecessary anxiety because when using other simulators that I will not name, they score very low. Then they show up to the test and they do very well. That is not fair to the student. It brings them down. It reduces their hope, and that shouldn't be. As educators, we need to keep our students motivated. We need to give them realistic realities, not fake realities. Like, oh, if you take the exam, if it's like this, you're going to get 16, you're going to fail, or 50, whatever. I have to keep you motivated. And I promise you guys, if you do well on my exam, you will do well on the test. Now, let me give you some examples. So I've had students on taking a certain simulator would get 50%, 55%. Then they go take the real exam and they're getting above target, above target, above target. Really? So the above target is like maybe 80 to 100%. It's almost a perfect score. And then they do the simulator and they're getting 50, 60%. I'm like, what the hell is that? Why is there such a big disconnection between the simulator and the actual tests, right? If the simulator is meant for you to get 50, 60%, and then the real test you're getting 80, 90%, there's a 30, 40 point there, don't use this simulator. All this is doing is unnecessarily giving you anxiety and headache for no reason. This simulator is not a representation of the real test. A real simulator will give you, if you score 80% on the simulator, you should get 80% on the test. That's a realistic thing. 50% on a simulator and then 90% on a test is not real. I don't care how you put it, that is not real. But if you get 80% here and 80% here, it's real. And I have tested this with my simulator. I have given my questions to students that taken our live class. We have given it to a bunch of them, and they have come back and tell me, Andrew, these are some of the best questions that I've seen. In fact, a lot of you guys have seen the questions I do on the YouTube channel here is some of the best questions you guys see on the real test. So that's why I created Simulator, because students are getting fake simulators out there. I don't want to call them fake. Hard simulator. Wrong word. Hard simulator. Unnecessary hard. No point in doing those. And for this 2021 exam, PMI has brought the knowledge base down. You should still review the PMBOK, but there's nothing to memorize. You should still review the Agile Practice Guide, really nothing to memorize. You got to know principles. The exam is based on principles. My mindset comes from those principles. That's how I created the mindset. So you don't need to do 1,000 questions or 2,000. I know some people say get 2,000 questions and 1,500 questions. No, you don't need that. From my experience in dealing with our students, you just need to know the mindset. You need to know how to apply it to the question. And I've had people, they finish 200 of my questions, they take the exam, they're just fine. Now, right now, the simulator, I think it's close to 400 questions. You guys can check that out. It's probably more by now. You guys check that out. And just do those and you're going to be fine. Now, some people are going to tell me, oh, Andrew, one of the things that people say to me is, after doing the simulator, for those people that had early access to it, some people say, hey, Andrew, what about some of the questions seem like they're repeating? No, they're not repeating. They may seem like that. What we do is we change up the scenario slightly, but we give you different choices. Or we kept the same scenario, give you a bunch of different choices. The point was to apply the mindset, apply the principles that PMI wants you to know. And once you got those principles, you're going to go into the exam and you're going to just ace it. Okay, so guys, I don't want to have to spend this video too long. Go check out tiexams.com. We're going to talk more about the simulator as the weeks are progressing and as I teach you guys more. On my live sessions. So we'll talk more about it there. tiexams.com. Go check it out. And I will see you in the next video.